In this video, I broke the game project. Hey buddy, thanks for joining me today for another Barking Irons devlog. Once again, it has been a while since my previous devlog, and once again the reason was some life events happening behind the scenes. But I'm glad to say I'm doing well and, moreover, have done quite a bit of work to tell about. So, a very big step towards successful development was taken in a form of making a mind map with all the tasks to do for Barking Irons, including the publication and the promotional stuff. Well, not all the tasks, because as you develop, you understand more of what you have to do, and therefore the mind map is growing. However, it's quite nice to have such a thing in front of you, because it's easy to track your progress and to break complex tasks into smaller ones. And it's exactly my style, always have a defined plan. But now let's get to the actual practice part. A very noteworthy feature I've implemented is status effects. Right now there are 4 effects: on fire, wet, in water and in strong wind. These status effects can really add a lot to the gameplay if you think about all the other features in the game and how they can complement each other. For instance, if a tumbleweed gets on fire and touches an explosive barrel near a cowboy, it's a whole new strategy here already. By the way, I have started making these status effects on the live stream I had, so next time make sure you will not miss this live stream. But coming back to our burning tumbleweed strategy, another new feature will work quite nicely: torches. Yes, I added the torches. It will be another weapon apart from the revolver and, well, your fists. The idea is simple: a projectile torch leaves fire at the place where it collided, and as you can guess, it will collide with practically anything: entities, tumbleweeds, and some or most of the structures. And coming back to fire itself, it will deal damage over time, plus it will spread when an object on fire touches another object which is not on fire. In my mind, I can already see players deliberately or by accident setting on fire half of the map using one innocent tumbleweed. The fire is one big hot new feature, and honestly, I'm quite excited about it and the rest of the status effects. It opens so many possibilities for other strategies other than simply trying to be the first one to get the revolver and to shoot your opponent. Well, I'm sure we will discover more about fire in the future, but for now it's time to switch to the next topic. There was quite a big heap of work related to overhauling the code, particularly the complex system the game has. Many things that initially weren't intended to be customizable now are such, meaning that, for instance, I made a general weapon base and now the revolver is a part of it. To be honest, I find joy in optimizing systems in this way, making it easy to create something new based off some already existing template. In the case of weapons, now it's as easy as just making a child scene of the weapon base and inserting the projectile scene, the ammo amount and the sounds of its use. Very simple and straightforward. And obviously it saves a reasonable chunk of time. The only thing to keep in mind while doing so is not to optimize it over the top, because as the saying goes, the best is the enemy of the good. And do you know how I made this exact mistake? How I tried to make something perfect instead of good enough? I broke my game project. Seriously. I renamed the folder inside of the project and all of a sudden all of it went to errors due to some unlucky coincidence. I simply wanted to rename the weapons folder to something like combat, and I broke the game. But I restored it. I backed to the previous saved version of my project, which was the livestream state of it, and then basically inserted the new code inside of the old script files. Sure, I had to remake a few scenes because they didn't exist in the previous build, but it still wasn't too bad. What I can really say is that The magic of making backups of your project via version control has saved my game, and I want to thank my friend Kyle back at 50 feet for teaching me using GitHub. It took a couple of hours for me to restore the progress because the backed up version was almost a week old and it was my first time I encountered such a serious problem. But I eventually got through that. Just a piece of advice for the future: always back up your progress as often as you can. I thought I can do that only after noticeable changes in the project. But the truth is, even the smallest work compounds, and in the end you have a heap of small changes, so better save your progress all the time. Oh well, I think it's the time to wrap up for today. All I can really say is that now it looks like I will have more time to put towards the development of Barking Irons. By the way, you can accelerate it and the rate I am uploading videos here by donating me via Ko-fi. The link to my page will be in the description. But before we end, here's a funny thing. I have never developed a full game like that, and sometimes it feels like I spend too much time on details, like on making these status effects and the fire in particular. I'm a bit afraid I'm trying to polish it too much. But what do you think about it? Do you think my concerns are reasonable or not? Let me know in the comments, I would like to hear your opinion. And so, that's it. Thank you for watching this video, I hope you found it useful and you liked it. And if you did, as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It was Ives, and until next time.